Now, in this video, we will going to take up one more problem on projections of solids. How to solve this problem by using the solided software. The problem reads as a pentagonal pyramid, 25 mm size of base and 60 mm axis length rests on HP on one of its edges of the base. Draw the projections of the pyramid when the axis is inclined to HP at 40 degrees and VP at 30 degrees. To solve this problem, first we will go for the solid screen. So this is the default screen of the solid edge, and wherein you have the sheet size as A2. Now I need to select the sheet of A4 and disable the background sheet of the A4. So to do that, that is, I don't want to have a display of this nameplate. So to do that, first we'll go for the lower left corner of the screen wherein you have sheet 1. You just right click on the mouse button and come down to sheet setup and come down to the background sheet. You select this as A4. Then I don't want it to show the background, so you say OK. That means I don't want this nameplate to be shown. So I will disabling it and I will say OK. Now the sheet shrinks from A2 to A4, but the display is still set for A2. Now I need to fit this to the screen so that it will going to take the display of A4 to the display of A2. So once you do that, now we will go for to write the text. That means I need to write the question. So to do that, I will go for a text and then you select Times New Roman, come down to this and you make this as Times New Roman and you take the font size as 4 and press enter. Now you come down to click for the position of the text string. You take this point and a pentagonal pyramid, then 25 mm sides of base and 60 mm axis length rests on HP on one of its edges of the base. Then draw the projections of the pyramid when the axis is inclined to HP at 40 degrees by pressing the Alt key, type 0176 and release the Alt key. So to do that, I will go for here. I will take by holding the Alt key, type 0176. It's not coming. So I will say 40 degrees to HP and VP at 30 degrees and VP at 30 degrees. Full stop. Now you just right click on the mouse button and then you take this sheet, the drawing sheet nearer to this, and you go to sketching, come down to more, disable copy, you select this and you keep the text wherever you want. Now I need to start with the problem. So to do that, first I will go for, see the IntelliSketch here, enable endpoint intersection and you remove the center and horizontal or vertical, and all other options you make it disabled. First I need to write 20 mm sides of pentagon. So to do that, I will go to line. First you adjust the line width to 0.05, type 0.05 and enter. Now you take any arbitrary point and from here I need to construct a pentagonal pyramid of 25 mm or a pentagonal surface of 25 mm such that you keep this in horizontal position. So I will take 25, angle is 0, then I will take 25, exterior angle is 72, then 25, angle is 144, then 25, 216, then 25, angle is 288. Okay, once you do that, now I need to convert this into a single entity. What does it mean? Suppose if I select on any one of the line, it should select all the edges, but now it is selecting only one. So to do that, I will go for a group command. Select this entire pentagon within the window. By holding the first button of the mouse, you drag the get a window. Then you make sure the entire pentagon is within that window, and then you release the first button of the mouse. All those edges will going to be selected. Then you click on OK, that is right click. Once you do that, now you can see that you will have the pentagon. Once the moment when you select on one line, it will select all the 5 lines simultaneously. Then you come down to this, make this as 0.5. Then again I need to go for creating the slant edges in the top view. So to do that, I will go for select the midpoint. So from this point line, end point of this to midpoint of this. Okay, then right click. Similarly from end point of this to midpoint of this. Once you do that, then you go to trim corner between this line and this line, and then you remove this midpoint. Then go to line, take end point to this end point and to this end point. Similarly, you take end point of this to end point of this. Now you will go to select this entire thing, and then you make that as 0.5. Then you make that as a group. Select this and also you select this and say right click. Now you can see, when you go to fit, you can see that you are going to get this pentagon with the top row. Now what I need to do, I need to rotate this. Go to rotate. So disable copy, you select this, take this endpoint and to this endpoint, come down onto this as the vertical position. Then go to move, disable copy, you select this and place it wherever you want. Then go to line, draw a horizontal line of any length. Then come down to zoom window. Then axis length is 60. So you just go to offset, take the distance as 60, yes. Then you select this line and right click and take it to the top. Once you do that, now you go to fit. So you go to move, select this entire thing and move it down now. Okay. Then you go to line, take endpoint till here. Then you take endpoint of this to take it to the axis. Then you have endpoint. Then you have another endpoint. Then go to trim all these extreme edges. Then go to line, take endpoint to this endpoint to this endpoint. Similarly from here. Then go to select by holding the shift key, by holding this you remove this. Now you go to split this line till here. Now you go to select this, make this as the axis line. Then you select you select this entities now. Select this line by holding the shift key, you have to do that. You make this as 0.5 and you make this as a group. Select this line also and right click. So once you do that, so we have the front and top view. Now what I need to do, I need to name them. So to do that, go to text. So Times New Roman, it's already available. You take 3. Now you come down to this and you mark this point as small a, then B, then C, then D, then E. Here you will going to get O and then O1. Right click, then go to zoom window, then come down to more, disable copy. So you take E, you take A, then you take B, then C, then D, then O. Okay. So now I want to go for formatting. So go to format, apply ISO, click on modify, click on general, make this as black. Okay, come down to text, make this as Times New Roman. Then take the font size as 3. Then go to lines and coordinates. Lines and coordinates. Lines and coordinates, make this as 0.1 and say OK. And now you apply. Then go to distance between this line and this line. You will going to get this blank is there. You make it nominal. So now you have 25. Then you come down to this is the top view. Now similarly I need to do for the front view. So to do that I will go for a line command, draw a line from here to here, and you go to text and here you type capital X and here it is VP and here it is HP. Then you come down to this, put the caps lock off, type A dash, then we have B dash, then we have C dash, then you have D dash, then you have E dash, then you have O1 dash, again in bracket, then you have O dash. Then come down to zoom window, come down to more, disable copy, you take X, you take VP here and you take HP here. Then you go to O dash, then you take A dash, E dash, then you have O1 dash, then B dash, then D dash, and now you have C dash. So this is how you will be able to write the initial position, and now for this I need to write the dimension. You take endpoint of this to endpoint of this, you need to take a 60. So now this is the first condition what I need to do. Once you do that, now what I want to make this select this entire thing. Okay. Now I want to copy this to the second position. Go to move, enable copy. You select this and you copy this from here. Since I don't want the y displacement, you make that it as 0. Okay. You click it here. Then right click. It is resting on one of the edges, which is the edge, that edge is this one. So here I will go to rotate, select this, and I will take this endpoint to this endpoint. So what is the rotation angle? Since the axis has to be inclined at 40 degrees, so it should be 50. 90 minus 40 is 50. Okay, angle is 50. Now you take it to the left side and click. Now if I want to check whether how much angle is just taken, you select between these two. So now you can see that the axis is inclined at 40 degrees to HP. That is what he has given. Now I want to move, disable copy. You select this and move it bit outside. You come down to Y tab, make it 0, So now it moves only in X. Okay. Then once you do that, now you go to the line command, take the endpoint of this and draw a horizontal line of any length. Now you go for zoom window. Okay, then go to move, enable copy. You select this and copy this here. Then you will select this and copy this here, A dash and E dash. Okay, similarly O1 dash, then you take B dash, then you have D dash, then you have C dash. Okay, then you go to move, disable copy, select this and keep it wherever you want. So now once you do that, I want to project this to the top view. So how to do that? Now you go to line, take the endpoint of this and draw a vertical line. Then from here you take the intersection point and then you take this intersection point. Now then you take this line and draw the horizontal from each of these points. So you take between these two and then you take between these two and then from here you have this. Okay. So here this line has become inclined. So I need to change this. So you go to line, take endpoint and draw a vertical line. Then you go to trim corner between these two. Okay. Once you do that, now you come down to line and take this endpoint and draw a vertical line. Similarly, you take between A, because that distance we have projected from A dash and also from E dash. So correspondingly in the top view, you have to get the corresponding viewpoint. So now to do that, so I will go for trim between these two, again trim corner between these two. So now we have the last part of this projection, what I have taken here. You take this line, you take endpoint of this and now you take the endpoint of this. Then go to trim corner between this line and this line. Similarly from here to here. So now I have the pentagon with me, so I want to join between these two now. Now go to the line command, draw a line from endpoint to this endpoint to this endpoint to this endpoint. Then you take this endpoint. All these things has to be done by thin only, don't dark them. So enter. So again you go to line and you take this, you take this endpoint to this line and similarly to this line. Okay. Now we have the drawing with me. Now I want to go for a split this line till here. Then you have split this line till here. Then you split this line till here. Okay. Now again you come down to split this line till here. Okay. And then of course you have everything has been done. Now you go to select all the exterior edges of the boundaries of the solids are visible. Okay. Once you do that, you make it 0.5. The edge or a corner which is on XY line in the front view is always invisible. 0.1, 0.25 or 0.35. Then you come down to, you take 0.25 only. Then you take this line and make this as the hidden edge. So once this line becomes hidden, then automatically this line and this line similarly from here. Then go to this and make this as the dotted line and make it 0.35. Okay, once you do that, now you select this line and also this line. Enable copy, select this O and you keep it here. Similarly, A, bring it here. Then B, take this part here. Then C, here. Then D, here. Then E, here. Okay. Now again you take O1 and you copy this here. Now I want this E should be in bracket. You just go to this and you take bracket and here also a bracket. Okay, right click. Now similarly you go to text A and you take this bracket line. You take this bracket. So this is how you will be able to modify the text which is already written. Now the next thing is I need to convert this into a block. So to do that I will go for group. So now you keep on selecting the edges. Okay. Then you select this line and you select this line. Similarly you select these two lines. Okay. And you select this line, also this line. So then this one also, right click. So once you do that, now we have the drawing which is completed with block, that is the second position top view, and the axis is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. So to do that, I will go for line command, select some arbitrary point and take 100 mm, angle is minus 30 degrees to VP. So once you do that, 30 degrees to VP. Now I need to take the true length of the axis. What is the true length of the axis? 60 mm. So you go to enable point on element, take the OR command, take the radius center point, select some arbitrary point and then draw a radius of 60 and the sweep angle as 10 degrees. So now you take the cursor here on that 45, that is 30 degree line and click it here. Now once you do that, remove point on element and then you come down to center point. So go to line, take the intersection of this and draw a horizontal line. Now I want to know what is the dimension of this. So go to distance between, select this line. This is 45.96. So to do that, I will go for R command by center point, select this center only. You take the cursor here and bring it to the center. So what is the radius? The radius is 45.96. Then the sweep angle is 10 degrees. Okay, take the cursor on that locus and click. Once you do that, you go to trim. So they trim this line and again you come down to this and you delete this. Now what I want to copy the end point of this vertex to, that is apex, to the center point of this one. So to do that, I will go for move, enable copy, you select this entire block and you take this end point to this center point. Okay. Once you do that, now I want to rotate, select this, in a disabled rotate, you select this and take end point to this end point onto this line. Okay. So once you do that, you just go to split. You just go to split this line till here. Then you go to select this line and you delete it. Now once you do that, now we have the axis line which will going to be dash dot line, which is the locus line. Now I need to move, which should be enabled copy. You take O and you keep it here. Then you take A. Then you take E. then you take O1, O1, yes. Then we have B, move, enable copy, you select this and you take it here. Then you take C, select here and keep it. Then you have D, then you have E. So this is how you will be able to write the third position top view by using the software. Once you do that, now I want to name them. The name is also over, and then draw a horizontal projector from O dash, and then come down to zoom window. Now you go to line command, draw a line from endpoint with the horizontal line, vertical line. Go to trim corner between these two. Once you do that, then go to line, take this endpoint onto this. Similarly, on this endpoint onto this, and go to trim. Okay. Now you are on this line. Then again you go to line and take the endpoint of this and draw a horizontal line. Which is the endpoint of that? That endpoint is this line. Okay. And then you go to trim corner between this line and this line. Similarly, you go to line, draw a horizontal line from endpoint of this. Then you take B. Then you take D. Now you go to trim corner. Okay. Then go to line. Take endpoint of this. Take this line and take endpoint of this. Then go to trim corner between these two now. Okay. Now we have the zoom command. Now I go for a line. Now you go for extend to next. Then go to select, then delete. So once you do that, here I need to write the Pentagonal. How to do that? You just go to move and you take it out. Okay, it should be on this. Now you go to line, take endpoint to this endpoint, to this endpoint, to this endpoint, to this endpoint. Okay. Now you go to zoom window. Here, yes. Then go to line. Take endpoint to this endpoint and to this endpoint. Then you take endpoint to this endpoint to this endpoint, and you take this endpoint to this endpoint to this endpoint. Now we have the entire drawing has been completed. Now I want to write the visibility and invisibility. Before that, first I will go for split this line till here. Then you split this line till here. Now we go for fit. So come down to this. Now you take the text matter here. You type O dash. Then here, as I rotate E, O dash. Here I will say E A dash, then I will say E dash, then you have D dash, okay, then we have C dash, then we have B dash, now we have O1 dash, O1 dash, here it is O dash, then go to zoom window. Then go to move, disable copy, yes, you take O dash, then you take A dash, then you have E dash, here it is B dash, C dash, D dash, okay. You take this O1 dash here. Now we want to apply the visibility and invisibility. So to do that, first I need to split this line. So where is that point? That point is become here. No, actually this is not the one which I want. I want this line, take the endpoint of this to the endpoint of this. Now we go for zoom window. Then you go to break, that is split this line till here. Okay, it's fine. It's done. Now we go for fit, come down to this, select on the select tool option, you take all the exterior edges of the boundaries of the solids are visible. Then the surface nearer to the observer is visible. So from a point, if two of the edges is invisible, that is visible, so automatically the third edge will also becomes visible. Which is that point we are talking about, B dash to C dash and B dash to A dash. Both these two edges is passing through the same corner. Since that is visible, obviously this line will also becomes visible. Point 5. The rest of the things will going to be invisible. You select this one and you select this one, because two visible edges can never cross each other. So here you come down to the dotted line, okay, and this will going to be the axis line, big dash and small dash. So this is how you will be able to create the drawing and solve it by solid edge software. So now here I will type capital Y, okay. Then go for the remaining part of the dimensions. So I will go for angle between this line and this line, wherein you have 40 degrees. Similarly, you just select between this line and this line, it is 30. Then go to fit, then come down to zoom window. Now you go to angle between, select this line and this line, which will going to be 41 degrees, but of course I want it to be beta. I don't want the display of text, so you take this angle which is beta and go to text, and here you, instead of selecting Times New Roman, you select a symbol here, type small letter B, which becomes beta, then go to more, select this and keep it wherever you want. So then go to more, take this and move it here. Here you just go to select and you delete this. So here A, B, C, D, E, okay, O1, O. So this is the how we will be able to find the beta inclination for this particular problem. Then you just go to select this line and this line, entire thing with this line. Okay, you make this as 0.05, which is the x line. So 0.13, which is the x line. Okay, this is how you will be able to solve the problem by using the solid edge software. How do I know that my problem is right? Even in the final position, you can see it is. You can see here, even in the final position, you will be able to get the sketch. How do I know that my problem is right? Even in the final position, you can see that the edge is resting on HP and the axis which is inclined to VP is the same axis is inclined to HP. Therefore, I need to find out the beta inclination. Since we have incorporated all the data which was given in the problem has been found in the solution, and hence our problem is right. Thank you.